Hello! I'm Nincy, and welcome to my Street Fighter 6 Noob the Master series. These videos will be very lightly edited VODs from my stream at twitch.tv/Nincy, so if you'd like to chat and watch me fail at Street Fighter in real time, I'm trying to stream every day at 7 PM Mountain Time. With that out of the way, enjoy the video, and if it's not too much trouble, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Hello everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing so well. Thank you everyone for being here. Hi Momo. Hi Flane. Hi Millie. Hi Fuki. It is time. It'll be kind of hi Bearable. It'll kind of just be yaps because I do just need to practice my my hit grab into level 3, and honestly I have no idea how long that's gonna take. I thought I had it, we've clearly lost it in some period of time. Hi DJ! But yes, guys, I must ask you a very important, a real deviation from firm. Exactly. I must ask you a very real question. So recently, I'm from Houston, Texas, and in Houston, Texas, when it's a degree, when it's like temperature, it's like the same temperature daytime and nighttime. But now I live in a place where at the daytime it's like 50 degrees warmer than it is when the sun goes away. Maybe 50 is like too much. Hi Neverwary! But like there's like a rapid decrease in temperature once the sun goes down. And so I go to bed and I am like double covered. I have my comforter, and then I have an extra blanket on top of it to hold the comforter down to help hold in the heat. Cause I'm cold. I'm cold out here in the fall winter times. So that worked, but that felt so bad on my hands. We're gonna try again. That low humidity life, exactly. It's both great and it's terrible because now what's happening is because I wear like 2 blankets, I go to sleep cold, and then my 2 blankets like slowly warm me up, and then 5 hours in I wake up like sweating, and I'm just like, and then I'm just like ripping the blankets off me, and then like 20 minutes later I get cold again and I have to like put them back on and just move my legs around, and I'm like, is there a way to not wake up 5 hours in from being like too hot? Does it exist? Is it real? Can it be done? Do you need it to be below freezing to sleep, or are you normal? I do not need it to be below freezing to sleep. I think what also changes it is that, like, because it's like hot during the day and cold at night, it's like my central heating is on air conditioning in the day, and then at some point in the night it like switches to heat. Why I kept moving further south? Yeah, Bearable, that seems like anti-intuitive. But the more further south you go, you know, the more AC they have, because they would always have expected it to be hot. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy to me. Like, so I went to school in Pennsylvania, and in Pennsylvania, there were dorm rooms that just had no AC. And I was lucky because I got put into one of the newer dorm rooms. So the newer dorm rooms had AC, which was nice. And I remember everyone was jealous of us, and they would come to hang out during like the August, September time, because we were one of the only dorms with it. It's just getting cool enough for me to unbarricade the windows from the sun. I know. Though, to be honest, I do kind of want, like, I guess I don't particularly need them, because I can pretty much sleep through anything, except it seems being too hot. But, my partner needs it to be, like, really dark. And so, I've been thinking about, like, investing in those blinds that they have in Europe, which is, like, the 2-step process of, like, something comes down from the ceiling, and then a second shutter comes up from the bottom. And try and keep my AC from running non-stop. Yeah. As someone from the South, I will say that I have definitely done harm to the environment from my liberal use of the air conditioner. I also am in Texas. Yeah, I mean, I tried, and there were some times where like I would just forget to go turn on the AC, but I do think my love of the AC has probably harmed the environment irrecoverably. So yeah. Also, I need to really like, so I went to go Google it because I remember reading it and then I forgot. But hi Arlen. Hi Dragonite. And it'd be a black abyss when it opened. Yeah. Did you know my brother was living in this apartment with his friends, and because he has literally like no cares in the world. Like he's like, he's one of those guys who's like, I would eat spam every day of the week until I die, you know? Or I don't care how like he just has like, he's like no cares in the world. I wish I could be like him. I feel like I would live a more content life. But anyway, essentially like there was one room in this house that had literally no windows. Like it just did not he's like a dog, exactly, he's like a dog. He had literally no windows, and no one else in his apartment wanted that room because again, it had literally no ventilation to the outside and no window. And so I bet his room was great when you just walked in and you open the door and you just see the light of the computer screen shining on his face and he looks over at you. God, I wish I could have been there. Because they kept slapping them up. Oh, I imagine it's easier to make homes with no windows than it is to put windows in, because you need to like put the struts up for them and everything. Guys, why am I not going up to 5 medals? Did they nerf Manon? Does Manon no longer get 5 medals? Can you do... Hi, Soleil! I know, I'm just practicing the current hit grab into level 3 because someone said you should press the light button and then the medium button. You don't get a medal if you cancel the hit grab. Oh, you're so right! You're so right! Thank you, Soleil, thank you. I forgot. It is also an extreme fire hazard. I don't think that counted, because I didn't really see the hit grab animation come out. I really need to do light then medium. Okay, and then let's turn on... Let me make sure that it's set to block after first hit. Okay, and then we take a sippy. But thank you, Soleil. I got actually really scared that Manon had been nerfed, and I was like, please do not nerf my character until I get to master. Once I get to master, I don't really care, but before then, I beg Capcom, leave her be, or buff her. One of the two. But yeah. I don't mind a little sun on my face while going to sleep. I especially like, I go to sleep, when I'm taking a nap, I try... Nerfing her more is too cruel. Exactly. You get it, Soleil. Also, hello. It's been a very long time. Thank you for dropping in. But when I take naps during the day, I sometimes like try to leave the lights on so that I can wake up in the morning. Or not in the morning, but like in the afternoon. Like sometimes if it's not on... Oh, that's not right either. Fudge. Okay. Okay, Ninzi. Back heavy punch. Back heavy punch. Let me just do the beginning part. Back heavy punch. And then quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward. What if they buff her and they also change all her combo routes? You know what? That'd be fine. I don't know any of the combos at the moment anyway, so that's fine. That's fine by me. Why is it so easy to do? Like, that is so easy, and then somehow when I have to add in back heavy punch, it's impossible. Am I doing the first quarter circle too fast? Hands are dumb? I fundamentally don't understand. It's like, duh. Easy. And then... Da. Okay, maybe if I just do it like that. Da. No, come on! What the hell? I thought this is special canceling. See, look, once I knew that Manon I knew I didn't understand special cancels. If you do the motion and the missing, you're doing it too late. Banging everywhere. Hands are dumb. Hands are dumb. I do wonder if, like, if the... What would you get if there was, like, augmentation? Like, you know in Deus Ex Machina? Wait, is it Deus Ex Machina? No, it's just called Deus Ex. Do you think you guys would get, let's not talk about all the, like, socio-political context, but imagine they were like, hey, do you wanna replace your parts of your body with augments? I'm trying to think if I would want to do that. Like, if 100% it was safe, you know? Like, it's not a global conspiracy to ruin you. I get bionic eyes? I think bionic eyes is correct. My highest ranked character right now? Oh my god, Flame! You're a Chun-Li master! Are you gonna play, Are you gonna play City of the Wolves so you can play Chun-Li in... Is that right? Because I'm not seeing the animation for the hit grab, I'm just seeing the level 3. Is that okay? Well, not that one, but... Is it doing it correctly if I don't see the original hit grab? Like, that didn't look right, right? Only in a medical situation, but for luxury, no. I feel like if it was... Like, I'm kind of with, like, Soleil, where it's like, if it was, like, a luxury, but, like, a free luxury. You should see 2 bars of startup color. I don't see 2 bars, so this is wrong. Hi, Jessie! Also, hi, Super Serial God. You did it? No, wait, so that was correct? No, even for free? No, it's right there. Fine. The scaling should be 75. Teal? Maybe I just don't know what teal looks like. I thought I did. Oh my god. Okay, wait, I got this. Bam. Fuck! Oh, can I run some things past you guys as well? I'd be dead? Oh my god. Wake to the world, Jesty. Wake! It's waking hours! It's waking hours! But I apologize. I wish I could relieve. So that says 95%. So that can't be right. Unless it says 75% now. So no, that's wrong. There we go, there we go! Okay, I see the double teal, Bang. Ba-bang! She got it. Fuck, she lost it. Okay. So guys, I'm trying, so for my 24-hour stream and for my my charity stream and my 24-hour stream, I'm on the wheel is tier listing. But I want to set up the tier list ahead of time so that it doesn't take me too long to like to set up the tier list. And so I was thinking of doing, and you guys can tell me if there's other stuff you want to see. I was thinking of doing serial, crime procedurals, colors, cartoons, egg preparation, Street Fighter 6 characters, artificial fruit flavors, fruits, and soda. Diet. I think every diet drink would be 1 tier below, 1 to 2 tiers below their non-diet counterpart. I am not a big fan of diet sodas like I'm tasting. Where's the toilet paper tier list? The thing is, isn't there just like, how many toilet papers are there? So it's like 1 ply, and there's 2 ply. Is there, I don't know if the different, I guess we could talk about the different brands in the sense of which commercials I look at, and then I'm like, yeah, I'd buy that. The legendary 3 boa meats? You're so right. What are hot cereals? I don't think I could do milks for the sole fact that I don't even know how I would do that. Is there really a taste difference between, like, I guess we could do milks. I've never had oatmeal in my life, actually. I know that was like a, I've got some like good things on like, on how to do, Ainsley, you're killing me, I know. Hot Raisin Bran. I tried, I think I just, okay, I'm from the South, and I swear on earth that the people who like grits, like they must be like on some different shit. Hot Raisin Bran sounds fire. No, the good thing about cereal is it's like crunchy and cold thing. It definitely would not be good hot. But I also don't like hot drinks, so I am kind of biased. You need good corn for good grits? It's the butter, copious butter? I swear I'm from the South, and so I would ascertain that they're putting as much butter as possible into grits. The good thing about cereal is it tastes good. If you guys want to hear some true madness, well, I don't even think it's madness, but I prefer cereal like dry sometimes, but that's mostly because like when I was a kid growing up, so I talked about how there was like time saving where I wore the clothes I was gonna wear the next day to bed so that I wouldn't have to like spend time getting up and getting changed before school. And so along with that came, you pour cereal in a sandwich bag and you eat that in the car on the way to school, you know? And then it's like you can't, my parents are gonna pour milk into the plastic bag, you know? You really gotta go in on grits, put a slice of cheese. Neverwhere, you are not making grits sound good at all. Like 2 whole sticks? I have to believe that being from the South, I was given good grits. But I have no idea. Like, shrimp and grits has always been a thing. I also hear that grits are polenta, and I don't really like polenta either. So it could just be that I don't like corn. Because I don't like corn tortillas either. Like, I mostly just get flour tortillas. They are low? Yeah, I really like it. I really like how, I don't know how they have like 2 different, why they have 2 different names. Like how did this same meal get called 2 things? Is there an example of that in other food where it's like 2 foods are the exact same but they have different names? There isn't like a language difference? Unless polenta and grits is a language difference. Like polenta is Spanish for grits or something. You know what my area has? White hot dogs? I mean, white hot dogs seem fine. Oh, polenta's Italian. Okay. Both have tripe soup. I kind of want to have tripe soup. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of afraid of tripe, but then my partner got it once and I said, can I have a bite? And then I had it and I was like, actually, this is pretty delicious. Oh, come on. Okay, let's just switch to the other side. You know, like, let's just take a hard break from this. Menudo fucking rocks. Oh, is that what it's called? I've seen menudo in Cook Serve Delicious, but I had no idea what it was. I just assumed it was a tomato soup because it's red. Grits are a no-go? Why, DJ? Why do you not like grits? But yeah, I would have a white hot dog. I think it's like the same as a normal hot dog, is it not? Of uncured and unsmoked pork, it is not the same. Oh, does it really taste different? I just assumed every white hot dog was chill, you know? Okay, I'm gonna get this timing down. Like, clearly I have the timing for hit grab into level 3. I just need to add back heavy punch, and then we'll be good to go. I say as if that's a really easy thing. Check the Mexican spots in your area for menudo or pancita. To be honest, I don't think the Mexican food in my area is that good. Like, I've been heavily disappointed. Which is probably on me, but at the same time, I've been heavily disappointed. So it makes me unlikely to trust them. Don't you live on West Coast? No, I don't live in West Coast. I don't know, they just weren't for me. I mean, same DJ. I've kept trying grits because people keep saying they're delicious. And, they're just not. They're just not. I keep ordering them, though. They're kind of like, I really wanted to like gnocchi because it was potato pasta, but then I just didn't. I hated gnocchi on every first bite I ever had, but I just kept ordering it enough times that eventually I liked it, so maybe I'll eventually just like grits if I just like keep going, you know? Maybe my palate has matured and now I will like eating something that tastes just like butter. Motherfucker. Gaslight your taste buds. My dad said he used to work for Dr. Pepper, and it was like, you need to have Dr. Pepper 8 times before you like Dr. Pepper, or something like that. Like they did a test trial where they had people come in, and they had never had Dr. Pepper, and then they slowly kept coming back to try it over and over again, and they said it was like 7 or 8 tries, and then they loved Dr. Pepper. Some good homemade tortillas. Corn tortillas might turn them around. I've had some good corn tortillas, but I guess like the thing is like when you go to a random place, you know, I am more likely to trust their flour tortillas than their corn tortillas. Cause I feel like the flour for a flour tortilla is like very different than the flour for a corn tortilla. Like, I think the ceiling for a corn tortilla is higher than the ceiling of a flour tortilla, but if I'm going to a new place I've never been to before, I would always get a flour tortilla. So if you're looking for a healthier hot dog that's still meat, to be honest, I'm kind of on that arc of myself for hot dogs where, like, I want to go to those places. I want to pay $15 for, like, an artisanal hot dog with some, like, bullshit on it, to be honest. And then, usually when you get an artisanal hot dog that's, like, $15 for some bullshit on it, then they're using, like, these specific brats, you know? Hi, Rio! No, okay, I was saying, so this is how I, like, sometimes, like, judge food, where you, like... Gonna have to go back on the VOD? I swear he did not say I eat tortillas off the floor. I would never. Unless they had only been there for, like, a second. But it's like, the way you judge food is like, what's the worst version of that food, right? That's the floor. That's the floor, the worst that a food can get, you know? And then you but like a reasonable floor. Like, not the absolute worst, but like kind of like the averages of the worst. And then you have the like ceiling, which is like the averages of the best, you know? And then you've got like the true average. And I would say that the floor for corn tortillas is way below the floor for flour tortillas. To be honest, Draco Knight, I haven't had the flour tortilla that is a white disc that smells and tastes of preservatives. I've only ever had, I've only ever really had, it's just like, it's nothing, I guess. NY style deli. White hots. I guess I could, wait, I feel like I've seen these before. The white ones, but I feel like it's because they were like chicken. They were like chicken hot dogs and not pork hot dogs. So I definitely had some like chicken apple hot dogs. You def said, when I eat flour tortillas. I don't know, cause I've never had, like, I've had a shitty flour tortilla. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you know, like, there's been one where it's like a really hard flour tortilla and it's like a bad texture and it ruins the rest of it. But that is much farther between than when I get a corn tortilla that I really don't like that gives me this like weird aftertaste and then I can only taste it and not what's inside the taco. Like, when the corn part of the corn tortilla overpowers the flavor of like the meat inside of it, I'm like, number one, how did you do that? And then number two, I don't want that. I just like food, TBH, I'm not that picky. I am picky, Jesty. I am a very picky person, which sucks. I wish I wasn't picky, but to be honest, I am. I want every meal I have to be at a certain standard, you know? Or I want it to be one of those meals that I know going in is gonna be trash. Like when I go and order like 2 fish fillets with extra tartar sauce and a cheeseburger and a mango pineapple smoothie from McDonald's, I like know what I'm getting and I'm super excited about it. I think it was On the Border brand tortilla chips I tried once and it was god awful. Hi Neros! You're picky yet you're my friend? Yeah! I mean, you're great, Jesse. I would like to pride myself on having some good vibes. On being able to pick out some good vibes, you know? Do you know what's like always... I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting like really uppity kind of, in the sense of like... I watch so many of those like YouTuber takedown stuff. How we doing, Narrows? We are... Look, at one point, like I was doing this like really consistently. But somehow when I add back heavy punch, it's impossible. I don't know what's breaking down, to be honest. But every time I watch those, like, the downfall of this person, I'm like, you know what? I feel great, because that isn't someone who I really like. You know, like, I had a feeling they were off. I was justified, because I've got a great sense on, like, who I could trust to, like, not do crypto coin scams. I did not know that about McDonald's smoothies. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know if that's better if they use real bananas or not. Like, I'll eat a banana, but I don't think I would ever say banana is, like, peak, you know? It was good. We threw away so many of them, though. Oh, did you used to work at McDonald's? Damn, inside tech, inside tech. Can you tell me how fucked up liking Filet-O-Fish sandwiches are? Oh, you still do? Where's the McDonald Manon color? I have no idea. I mean, I feel like she should be. She's a mono. Just get her branded, you know? Telling I am a racist 3 weeks ago, so maybe not. You know, that's, that's real. In all of Western New York with the smoothie machine, actually? Oh, sick. Did it? I bought that. Oh, that's so good. Did, is it like the Frosty machine that, like, it breaks, it's impossible to clean? Or is it, like, pretty chill? Because I hear the problem with, like, the, oh, not the Frosties. They make McFlurries there. Like, the McFlurry machine is just, like, the worst contraption to ever clean on the entire planet, which is why it's always broken. But I don't know if that's just, like, propaganda, you know? That's been fed to me by YouTube. I don't know if propaganda is the real word. It's misinformation is the word. I can't believe I tried to put misinformation and propaganda together. Would I say that propaganda is misinformation? No, I think they're different. I think some misinformation can be propaganda. Like, there's a Venn diagram, I bet. And there's overlap. It's just time consuming? Oh. That's hilarious. It's always funny when it happens in my job too, where it's like, we'll code something and it's like, it works perfectly. It's like wonderfully precise. It is super efficient. And then the rubber hits the road of like the content teams use it and they're like, this is unusable because it doesn't take the inputs in correctly. It's super frustrating and hard to use, and there's like no way to check that it's working. And then you have to like go back and like change everything. But it's so funny to see like, I bet it happens for every like thing where an object needs to move between like two different teams that just like don't interact with each other in any situation. Like they never work the same job. And then so someone's like, I've made the perfect machine. The person using the machine is like, this is the worst machine. They're just tough and understandable, and that is on the person who made the machine. It's not on the people using the machine. Not my magnum opus and someone else barges in, this is ass. Exactly, exactly. And it's on the person who said my magnum opus, you know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, the thing is you can make a magnum opus that people who use your machine agree is like incredible, you know? But it takes a lot more work and effort. And it also helps if you have like worked on the team that's going to use it first, because you know, there are all these people who like make stuff but have never like used it before, you know, or they've only used it for like their very one specific test case, so they're like, it does the specific test case. Damn! Nice, 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 nice. It's honestly like so cool and interesting to see when you start talking to people about like their experience and their like knowledge from their job experience, because they have so much knowledge that's like instinctual almost. That's very cool to see and to learn about and to talk to about. I always find it so interesting. Okay, can we add back heavy clutch to this? People making FPS say best engine ever, but when they force onto devs who don't want to make an FPS, it's the worst engine ever. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, I'm clearly going too early, so Oh, come on! Okay, slow and then fast. Oh, we did it! How did I do that? How did I do that? What is the... Did I put in 3 quarter circles? Nope. With Red Bull demanding things that would cripple our store? Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a similar scenario where people who don't do my job are like, why don't you just do your job? And I'm like, God fucking damn it. My bad. My bad. Time to forget everything. Does Adidas have a slogan? Because Nike's slogan is just do it, right? Well, does Adidas have one? What is the Adidas slogan? Run fast? I don't know. I just know Adidas. Wait, do I even know Adidas? Adidas' logo is like a graph and then Adidas underneath it, right? Let me double check that. Adidas. Adidas logo. Oh no, wait, it's this like flower thing? Oh wait, they've had so many logos. Whoops. Would you want to have toe beans like a cat? In what way, Gato? Like, would they be on the like tops of my toes, or would they be on like the, where would they go? On my toes? I mean, like, aren't my toes already like toe beans? Yeah, they have that triangle. I'll stress the letters. These letters. Like, you just don't have feet anymore, you have cat paws for feet? That is a very different question that would you want to have toe beans? I just be... Also, hi Gato. Would I want to have cat paws? I'm trying to think of what the benefits of having cat paws would be. Bros. Cute as hell. Other pros? Climbing? Are cats' legs good for climbing? Because it's mostly that they have, like, claws. Like, do I get claws or am I, like, a declawed cat? Moving quietly? I thought the reason that cats moved quietly was because... You never owned a cat? I mean, I have owned a cat, but her climbing abilities came from the fact that she had claws that could sink into the fabric and then she could go up, you know? Like, if our toenails could, like, grip into fabric, I could climb well, you know? I thought the moving quietly thing, though, was because... Hi, Swanky! I'm here every day, just at a random time. So I think if they were declawed, like, what kind of cat paws are we working with? Declawed or claws? That is a very important question. Hi, Moon! Now I can bed rot in peace. Now you can bed rot in peace while I slowly lose my mind, failing to do this combo. Which is just back heavy punch, level 3. Is that 75? It wasn't even 75. Oh my god, it was! Jesus Christ. Declawed is animal cruelty, obviously clawed. I agree it's animal cruelty, but I don't know if obviously clawed. I feel like there's a lot of things that humans would do, you know? And I could be a declawed. Declawing is illegal in some states? Yeah, as it should be. But if I have cat paws, you know, like What if I'm expected to always keep my claws like super trimmed, like toenails? You know? As like a human being with cat paws. I don't know what cat paw world I'm being, you know, dropped into. Like, I don't believe in like docking animal tails or ears, except unless they need it for working. But like, if we lived in a society where we had tails and ears, maybe getting your tail docked would be like circumcision, and it would just like happened, you know? Did you call your ability to cancel get grab into SA3? You know it, you know it. Jesus fucking Christ. So if I had claws, bye Jesty, have a good time at work. I don't know if you're gonna stream tomorrow morning, but if so, I'm excited to see you go. Excited to see you stream. Not to go, that came out wrong, but HOTTOTO, you can take me hard to go. Fuck. Fuck. So I think if I had claws that I could retract, like cat paws, how would they connect to my ankles? Like, I guess they'd be like this? Are they proportionate or are they like cat size? God, so there's so many questions I have for this question. Because if they're huge cat paws, like if they're proportionate to me and they're like clown shoe sized cat paws, then I'm a no-go. But if they're too small, I think they'd be like really wide. I think my feeling is they would be, to like keep me stable, they would have to be like about the size of a human foot, but with more stuff on the like edges, so it'd be a very wide paw. Like it'd be like having my hands attached to my feet, but the fingers are always spread. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I think I have to go with no. I think I'd have to go with no. I think I'm really just talking my way into just saying I do not want this. I'd be ultra cute, but I think I'm good. Hi Mueller. My cat was able to walk on 2 feet. Yeah, I see it, you know? I just think that it would truly be, they'd be like too wide. I don't want my feet to be like spread out hands, you know? Fuck. But yeah. And then you probably have to walk barefoot because like it would just be me that has cat feet, right? It wouldn't be like a worldwide thing. So like, then they wouldn't make shoes, so I'd have to walk barefoot all the time, you know? Would probably need the tail for balance. I mean, I think the reason the cats need a tail for balance is because like their spines are meant for 4-legged walking, but because our spines have been like so adapted to standing up straight, I don't think we would really need the balance for the tail. But having a tail would be cool. I'm not against the tail. And having a cat tail would be cool. Having a dog tail feels like a liability on accidentally showing too much emotion. How does the training work? Hi, Rain! I can correctly do hit grab into level 3, but then when I add back heavy punch, it's impossible. I say that and I couldn't do it correctly, so that was a lie. That was a straight lie. Oh, there we go. But yeah, then I add just one extra move, and it's sudden tail wiggle. God damn it. Exactly, exactly. Or someone would be telling me like a sad story, and then like my brain would be thinking about like how blue the sky was and like how excited I am to go home for dinner. So then I'd start wagging as they tell me like some atrocious story because my brain would defocus, and then they would know and they'd be like, why is your tail wagging? Are you happy for my tragedy? And I'd be like, no, I'm just thinking about dinner. And then so I'd have to spend all my time being like, don't wag, don't wag, don't wag. Or if someone tells a joke, you know, like, and I really like them, so then I just laugh. But then I'd be like, I wouldn't actually be funny, so then my tail wouldn't wag, so then I'd have to be consciously thinking like, oh, okay, if I am going to laugh at this joke that I like them as a person, but I don't really like their joke, then I'm gonna have to pretend to tail wag, and I'd be like, oh my god. Have you tried turning on the... I did not, but thank you, Hizdan. How do I ban you? Apologies if you're real, but... there's no way that's real. Have you tried turning on your cancel window timing window display where your thing turns red? Oh, is it action timing display? It's not this one? Am I... so is red saying I shouldn't press any buttons then? But when do... I don't know how to read this. Red means the window you can cancel into a special window? So I should go like... bam ba bam? Nope. I don't know. I feel like if I go that fast, it like doesn't work. Do I need to be slowing down the second quarter circle? So I have to do the second quarter circle when she turns blue? But I didn't even see her turn blue. Why can I do this so much fast? Oh. My god! I thought I was like cooking. Okay, wait. I think I got it. I think I got it. If I just practice this timing. Okay, and then I go. Oh! Fuck. Oh! let's go, let's go! Okay, okay, that didn't take forever. We're good, we're good, we're good. I find 3 quarter circle forward total more consistent, but do whatever works for you. Yeah, I just don't know. I honestly have no idea. We'll get there, we'll get there. We just need to get this time again, you know, like, cause I can feel it, it's like ba-dum, you know? Easy, easy. And so then we just have to add in the extra thing, you know? Fuck. Let's go! The beef HP changes the timing slightly? Does it? It's a little more difficult. I think I just need to go a little slower on the second one. I need you actually, let me change it so you're on this side. Yeah, there we go. Where's the like timesheet? Where's the timesheet that says like where's the combo trial where it's just like press these buttons in this order, you know? Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Nope. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum. Oh, whoopsie. Nah! We had it! We had it on one side and we've lost it. It's all good! It's all good! Shit. Oh, was that it? That was it. No! No! Okay, okay, okay. We take a break. We're getting frustrated. We're getting frustrated. Okay, we just take a quick stretching break. Holy shit. And let's talk about why sleeping on your side is the correct way to sleep. I thought my acid reflux was getting worse. Like, I kept waking up with my throat being sore, and I was like, damn, maybe it's getting worse. And then I remembered to myself that I was supposed to, with acid reflux, you're supposed to sleep on your left side, because the way your organs are structured, it means that your esophagus is above your stomach when you sleep on your left rather than your right. And I think I had been slowly switching over to my right because the charger for my phone is on my right side. So when I want to like lay in bed and bed rot and watch something, I'm laying on my right. But I realized that I need to have to like give myself a pep talk so that I use the phone, you know, scroll, bed rot, and then when I like bedtime, put the phone down and then quickly turn over to my other side. And now it's helped, I feel like. I feel like I wake up and I'm less mad at my throat and I feel better. And so, if you have acid reflux and you've been finding, everything's terrible, have you tried sleeping on your left? I love sleeping on I'm a side sleeper, and I love hugging a pillow and sleeping on my side. I don't know how anyone sleeps. I don't know if you guys have the same thing. I tried to be a stomach sleeper, but when I slept on my stomach, like, I can only have my head like one direction. Because like my head can turn farther on one side than the other. Like, I can't really turn my head to the left as far as I can turn my head to the right. And so, if I want to sleep on my stomach, but then sleep with my head to the left, I would have to, like, I would suffocate, actually. I would just die. I would just die. It feels very uncomfortable and I feel like I'm dying. And then if I go to the right, it feels like I'm holding my head at an unnatural position that's, like, straining my neck. Even though, like, sometimes the feeling of just, like, stomach sleeping is really good. I tried to back. Sometimes when I can't sleep, though, I do try back sleeping, and sometimes that helps just to, like, switch it up, and then my brain gets it together and goes to sleep. But back sleeping is truly the, like, last resort. Stomach sleeping is like nap time. Sometimes I've been propping up a pillow underneath me, so I'm laying at like a diagonal on my stomach so that my head can turn enough to the left to not kill me. Oh, and that's a fun time. That's a fun time. But it's really interesting. I wonder what decides like your optimal sleep position. I wonder if it is like something biomechanical, like in how your skeleton is set up to like figure out which side you would prefer sleeping on, or if it's like nurture or something, like a side or your back. But the thing is no parent would put their child on their stomach. So it can't be nurture unless it's like something that happens when you're like a kid, like when you're like 6 and sleeping alone is how it decides like your sleeping position for the rest of your life. But I don't know. I don't know if I've always been a side sleeper or if I used to sleep on my back. I would have to look at home videos. I don't know if anyone else has the same phenomenon where, like, I don't have memories of being a child, but I've watched home videos of me as a child, and then I sometimes think, like, I feel like I can see those videos from a third-person perspective and feel like I am remembering those moments when really I'm just remembering watching the video. You know? Like, it's hard for my brain to really distinguish between the... Do I remember this memory participating as a child? Or do I remember this memory because I've seen it in a home video? Sleeping on my stomach since a baby? I thought most parents didn't want to do that in case their baby suffocates because, you know, babies don't know how to turn back over. That's why you have to, when you give babies tummy time, you have to, like, supervise them. I also think it's so fun that babies have this thing called tummy time, which is, like, to help improve their ability to, like, hold their head up, which, honestly, cute as hell. Cute as hell! And so cute that we call it tummy time. Then you flip them back over. They're just little beans, and you're downloading little things into them. Like, hey, little bean, it's time for us to practice keeping your head up so that so that you can sit up, you know? I mean, heads are heavy, you know? Heads are heavy. Heads are heavy, and babes need that neck workout. Heavies are weird self-destruction, but what is a self-destruction button? Head far too big? Yeah, head far too big. But I mean, that's because, like, humans, like, we spec into having, like, huge brains, but because brains are huge, it's like, it's not gonna come out. So you have, essentially, like, every baby is premature because if they stayed inside to full development, then they would kill you coming out. Which makes sense. That makes sense to me biologically. I don't know if that's from biology class or that's just like something I saw. Yeah, sometimes it upsets me because I don't remember if I learned something from like an internet article or if I actually learned something in science class. Sometimes I wonder if I learned that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell in biology, or if I knew the mitochondria was the powerhouse of the cell like first from internet memes, and then I learned it in biology, and then it's like kept forever because everyone just says the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Because it makes like ATP and such. I remember drawing, like, to be honest, I have a weird memory of like really drawing out a plant cell and an animal cell with all the different like things inside of it. And to be honest, it's kind of a setting that I really don't remember anything other than the mitochondria, the cell wall, and the nucleus. But there were definitely other things in there, although I have no idea what they were. I should go look it up. I should go look it up just for myself. You know what? I'm gonna do that. But guys, it's been an hour. I'm gonna go on a break. I'm gonna quickly refill some drinky drinks and put some stuff in the trash. Hell yeah! I'll see you in 3 minutes. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this. It's so easy. Look at that. Look how easy that is when there's no back heavy punch. It's just like ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Although I know this is like completely off topic, but I was just for some reason remembering that today I saw the Azula card for Magic the Gathering for Avatar The Last Airbender, and so she is a blue and black card, but she has Firebending too, which gives you 2 red mana. But I know that extort is just a keyword, and extort does not require that your commander have both black and white in it. It's just a reminder text. Does that mean for Firebending, I can put her in Sultai? Like, she doesn't need to be in a... Ooh. Grixis. She doesn't need to be in a Grixis deck. I was like, I can do this. I can remember what the blue, red, black color is. I really do like blue. I really like Azula, but I didn't really understand until I read it that it's like a blink deck. Like you want to blink Azula as much times as possible. Because I do really like thief decks. I think that's really fun. But to be honest, like I don't need to make this deck myself because I love watching MTG Goldfish. That's my preferred like commander channel. And why did the input history turn off? And I know if no one's got me, Krim's got me to play Azula Grixis decks. Cause Krim loves... Who's your favorite member of the Goldfish crew? I think probably Krim. I love his chaotic energy. I love his young sun energy. But to be honest, I really like all of them. Except for maybe... I like Phil Brewer's Kitchen, but he has a playstyle that's just so antithetical to my playstyle that I can't support him, you know? Prime Azula is Dimir, not Grixis. Yeah, so you don't have to put her in Grixis. She doesn't give Grixis colorings because of fire breathing or fire bending, right? Even though it has like reminder text for the red mana symbol. Yeah, Phil is systemic value engine, and then with white, with the for Caretaker's talent, I can't. Every time I see a Phil deck that's just copying Caretaker's talent, I'm like, get this man away from me. Get this ramp into card draw, into tokens, just away. So I love Phil as a person, but oh my god, can I not stand those decks? Oh, it's too much for me. I think Richard's really funny. I love Richard when he's like, guys, I've got new hot tech. The newest hot tech is, oh my god, what is the bird? What is the bird that he keeps? I love the bird. I love the bird. He's like white weenie. I don't particularly, I would never want to play a Richard deck though with white weenies. White weenies is also not my favorite. Comer's fun because of the budget decks and the craziness and how they won't let him do anything. Always good. Always good. I like that he's a big fan of I'm gonna say Voltron, but that's not right. What is it? The 3 Cauldron? I love a man who knows what he likes in Cauldron. He's just a Cauldron believer. Cauldron Kikijiki. That's fun. But I also hate combo decks. But that's fun. And then I also really like that Seth's big thing is just I want to draw cards. A truly a player of the people, you know? Really out there being like, I just want to draw cards. And I'm like, you're so real, Seth. You're so real. I built a deck and I want to see all 100 cards. Combo in Magic is so lame. I really find it like lame per se. It's more, to be honest, because it's like, I could never do it. I just like, I wouldn't know when to go look for the pieces. I wouldn't know when is the right opportunity to start playing the pieces. But yeah, combo just isn't for me, especially because sometimes it's like, honestly, I feel like you're definitely gonna probably win with combo because it's like there's only so many counter spells in people's decks, and usually you like hold for your like win turn, and so someone just has to be like constantly holding up counter magic for you to stop you, and that's annoying. But you know, I'm pro. How does this keep being wrong? Hi, Tatsui. Yeah, the thing is like, you really have to like attack them when they're not doing anything. Like, everyone else is allowed to develop their boards, but you see someone with a combo commander and you just like have to kill them. Like, they're just gonna be the whole time being like, guys, I have nothing. I have like 5 lands and I haven't played any creatures. And it's like, yeah, because you're holding your win cons until you can win. So I need to beat you to death now while you're not doing anything. Yeah. Jesus. Fuck. Maybe we should just practice this part. Wait. Come on! Wait, does this not work? This has gotta work, right? I think combo players without interaction and just dissuade through words aren't appealing. I think I agree, but like sometimes it's like their deck is really built to like do their combo, right? And it's like, especially in Commander, it's like there is diminishing returns for how much interaction you pack into your Commander deck. Like, you're kind of expecting the other people at the table to also bring interaction. And it's like, I don't think it's that lame to like give the offer, you know? Like, because as long as you don't get like actually annoyed that people are attacking you. But I think it's all good to say like, hey guys, I'm not doing anything. Because it's like, you want to save your interaction for when you're gonna lose, you know? You know, you want to save that for as long as possible so that like when you're trying to go off, you can like stop them from stopping you. But, you know, there it is! Holy crap almighty, I didn't think it was possible. I just did it over and over again. I'm so stupid. I I finally understand that I was going like way too fast. Oh my god, could have solved that forever ago. Okay, now do that other combo you were practicing last week, the drive rush one. Yeah. I put a combo in all of my EDH, but it's a silver bullet to stop a 3-hour game. Honestly, so real. My favorite commander deck at the moment is I don't know how annoying this is. I have a goad deck that I love so much because with goad, no one can really turtle. You know, like the whole point of my goad deck is really to make it that no one turtles. We're all throwing our creatures at each other. We're gonna play an aggro match, guys. Combat? Hell yes, we're doing that. Too bad, you know, too bad. We're gonna figure it out. I love it. I love it so much. It's a Nelly Vorka deck, which also means I need to actually, like, go to his control in disguise. Is Carter? What if it's Nelly Vorka? What if it's Nelly Vorka? Nelly Vorka is fun, guys. Nelly Vorka is fun. Nelly Vorka has to attack, you know? I saw someone with a goad deck that was also like a trade your permanence kind of thing, and that, bro, that sucks. That was, well, it didn't suck. It was really good. The problem is I went up against it with my group hug deck, and then we were the final two, and God, group hug versus goad was the worst thing of my life. Because it was, oh my god. I'm gonna say Marius Calgar, but that can't be right, because that's the fill card. Goad is control in disguise. Goad can't be control in disguise, but what if I agree to punch you guys with it? You know, like I attack you guys while we're doing it. That way everyone, you know, we're all going down together. Look, the life total shrinking. This Boros goad, you know? What's Boros gonna do? Boros left swinging. Oh my god, I should add extra combats. Imagine I do that. But I love it. Guess who's there? I love in my goad deck. I watched Tomer play Slicer before they realized that Slicer was like CEDH viable. I love Slicer. I love Alexios from Assassin's Creed. I love both of those MTG Goldfish episodes where they were like, huh, in our turtley group, this is unbeatable. It was so good. It was so good. It was so good. I love it so much. I also really want to try to get good at playing Voltron, but I do not know how to play Voltron to save my life. Yeah. And then I really want to get better at piloting my Valgavoth deck. Yeah, he just punches you in the face really hard. And then it's really fun too. I like playing Goad because I'm kind of a little asshole. And I just love when they're fighting over who's gonna take the Slicer hit. And I know I can't get hit. So it's like, hey look, I'm not the one who hit you with Slicer, you know? Like, that was Ted. You know, you should hit Ted. Rafik Voltron? Let me go look up Rafik. Yeah, I love Magic. It's so good. I love building commander decks too on a Mox field when you just like assume you have infinite money and time. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains double strike. Oh, nice. Do you put auras on it, or because with Bant colors, there's a lot of auras, right? Or do you actually do equipment? Oh my god, do you have a Mox Field account? I do have a Mox Field account. I don't know if it's... I can't talk about Magic anymore without sounding like IDOM talking about SF6. Is it because of all the new universes beyond, or do you dislike... Because, like, just pretend that the latest patches haven't happened yet. Yeah? I mean, I haven't bought... I'm just playing my old decks, you know? I haven't bought any new Magic cards, so I really want to. I just really want to finish my... I just want to finish my Final Fantasy Towns deck, and then I'll never buy another Magic card again. The game really started going down with Planeswalkers? Oh, okay, if you have complaints from, like, Planeswalkers, yeah, I Otumai, it's definitely an IDOM it's definitely IDOM time. But I love Planeswalkers. I think they're so stupid and I love them so much. I have... Oh, one of my other... So, okay, there are only 2 decks, 2.5 decks that I've, like, made from scratch. Usually I just upgrade precons in the way that I want to. Shout out to my boy AWNixilus, though. We love... Which AWNixilus? I do love a lot of the AWNixilus. I also love the, Oh, who's Valky? Who is Valky the other side of? When you flip Valky, he becomes a well-known planeswalker, but it's not AWNixilus. The adversary? Is it the adversary? I thought he was like some trickster guy. Valky, God of Light. Oh, Tybalt! Tybalt is who I mean. Is he called Tybalt the adversary? But yeah, I love Tybalt Cosmic Imposter. That's a fun one. But yeah, AWNixilus the adversary. Thank you, Drago Knight. I am just dumb. I forgot the original question I asked you and that you then answered, and then... Oh, Casualty? I don't actually think I've ever seen the keyword casualty. Casualty X. The copy isn't legendary and has starting loyalty X. As you cast this spell, you may sacrifice a creature with power X. When you do, copy this spell, the copy becomes a token. Oh! Sack deck? Sack deck? Black and red. It's called Rakdos. Each opponent loses 2 life on the discard a card. Nice. I am a fan of AWNixilus the adversary. Big fan, big fan. Oh, gotta put him in Mardu and then have Caretaker's talents. You know, there you go. You know, Caretaker's talent, your way to victory. God. I agree with Phil that Caretaker's talent is probably like one of the I mean it's not really in debate that Caretaker's talent is like a really good card, but like, God, is it excessive sometimes. And then you start making copies of Caretaker's talents and you're like, man, remember when White's problem was not having enough card draw? That was crazy. What a time to be alive. Do you play another TCG Otumais to fill the magic hole in your life, or have you stepped away? Have you kept your wallet full, your heart and soul unstained? But yes, on the topic of Planeswalkers, I made this very fun Super Friends deck that I'm very proud of. It's one of my 2 decks that I've made with no precon. It's Clothis overseeing the marriage of Nissa and Chandra. And it's just a Nissa Chandra Super Friends deck where... So I had to start cutting Planeswalkers because there were too many Nissas and Chandras. And there were the amount of Chandras there are is actually egregious. There are maybe like 50 Chandras. And looping store credit for entry fees? Oh, damn. See, Otimon, look, it's not expensive if you just win. But sometimes you lose. Sometimes you're bad and you just lose. I'm too broke for this stuff? Yeah. There's some real bricks. Yeah, I took out a lot of the really shitty Chandras, I'm not gonna lie. I got some Grey Juice, Neemsy. What is Grey Juice? When I hear Grey Juice, I think of Grey Goose, the vodka. Are you drinking vodka? I'm a big fan of vodka. That's my favorite. Oh, I should do alcohols. Except the problem is I can't really drink them. So it's like putting vodka in S tier and moonshine in S tier, and then putting all the rest in some garbage amalgamation that everyone will be mad at me for. It's gray? I don't know what it could be. When I think of gray juice, or when I think of gray, I'm thinking of Beauty and the Beast. The gray stuff is delicious, and so I would think it's like some kind of sauce, and then, or I'm thinking of oatmeal. But yeah, I love my Chandra and Nissa deck, except one time I brought it and I was kind of like, oh, it's, you know, it's not that great, you know, like, it's just Nissa and Chandra hanging out. But then, like, I got the best draw I've ever had. It just, like, went from, like, Nissa land ramp into Chandra card draw, and then, like, 7 mana Chandra, and I was like, okay, my bad. I kind of cooked a little too hard. I have, like, infinite mana, infinite cards, and I also have the Chandra permanent emblem that's just murdering you. I mix some water stuff together, and it's magnificent. Like, different types of water? Oh! Yeah. Sometimes, what also sucks is, like, my other deck I made is a 9 Fingers Keen deck, where, honestly, my win condition is I just assemble 9 gates, and I don't use the, you win with the gates. I don't know what card that is. The card that just insta-wins if you have enough gates. I don't use that. Instead, I just want to get to 9 gates, so that I can then hit you with my commander and then draw 9 cards, and then I won in my heart of hearts, and then you can kill me. But then that popped off too. Oh, okay. Honorful cooking? Honorful, a mixologist? I always like a good non-alcoholic mixed drink. A gray potion. Potion seller? Give me your strongest potion. Adventure, you could not handle my strongest potion. Potion seller. I don't know, I really should learn the lines for all of that, but all I truly know is potion seller. What am I looking at? Miku SLD? I bought every single Miku drop, but I was actually so sad that I did not obtain the Miku. Like, I thought the Miku that was Snapcaster mage was going to be like, it wasn't gonna be like a secret layer card, you know? I thought it was going to just like be in the winter series. But no, it was one of the random ones you have to buy like 10 Miku secret layers and hope to God that you get the Miku Snapcaster mage. Fucking gross, fucking stupid. I hated that. It's so that's so fucked up. In a Perfect World? I have seen In a Perfect World, but I can quote that even less. I will say one of my like skills I don't have is like quoting things. Like I just can't, like I can do song lyrics, but somehow like watching videos, it just like doesn't like click to me when to like keep the words that people say. Like I did musical theater growing up. When I was in high school, I did musical theater as someone who like was backstage, like, and one time I was assistant manager, so I had to show up to like every rehearsal, every single thing. I was always there. I listened to them run that script over and over and over again, and I can tell you for sure I don't remember any lines, but I do remember all the song lyrics. But somehow it's just like the lines do not stay in my head. They just kind of like glaze over, because I guess they're not to like a beat, they're not to like a jingle. Like, I need the jingle to, like, to really cement it. I'm trying to think. Is there any musical where I think I know the lines? No, I don't know any lines for anything. Wait. Nope. I was gonna say, like, maybe Shakespeare? And then I was like, oh, In Shakespeare, there's to be or not to be. That is the question. Which one is that? Is that Hamlet? I feel bad. I was truly not a Shakespearean scholar. I did not like Shakespeare. Hamlet? Yippee! We did it! We did it! We knew a little bit. Okay, wait, I need to actually like stretch out my hands. Guys, it's time to do a little hand stretchies. I'm actually sad that I added lurk because now my self-care redeems are not all in a row anymore. No, I should get rid of it. You like when they end up gray? You don't like if they end up a color? Does gray taste the best? Ah! Thank you for the lurk, Thromie. Have a good one. Wishing you well, wishing you well. No, I have money nowadays. I can redeem. No, Swank, you have to save it for no creepy story today. That's all good. That's all good. Does to me? Nice. I mean, hey, look, that's all that matters. I do really like the white Gatorade. Which I guess is part of this. So, good job, good job. I don't know what a red energy packet is. I don't know what energy is. But yeah, like, you should save all your points for this, for my 24-hour stream, guys. I'm gonna have wheels for you to spin based on channel points. Because I don't really want to do it. Well, like, the 24-hour stream's not really like a subathon, you know? Like, I don't really particularly want anyone to extra subscribe or gift sub. We're probably just gonna do like channel point stuff, you know, because you know the 24-hour stream is for y'all. It's a test of my endurance, and it's also thank you for following, everyone. I can't believe we made it to 420. 420 is like pretty sick, to be honest. We're pretty sick with it. Man, my hands are like fucked. It's my favorite Gatorade. I mean, you're so right, Otterfool. You're so right. Is white? I think white is up there. I'm trying to think if white beats red, because I really like red as well. I think red is a very like. Actually, the thing is I like red even more because my partner says that he hates red Gatorade, and I'm like, perfect. If I buy red Gatorade, it'll stay in the fridge, and it'll just be mine. I won't have to worry about it ever leaving. Not that I ever really worry about any of the other stuff I buy for the fridge, but if there's this, like, weird, protection instinct of, like, this one is mine. It's a weirdo. The white one is the only one I can drink if it has sugar? Oh, are you getting the, like, less sugar Gatorades? White Gatorade has Caretaker's talent? You're so right, you're so right. You know what sucks is like... So I understand why it is. I think it deserves to be, but... What is that card that's in the Nelly Vorka precon that's a game changer that says like, if someone attacks you with 2 monsters, you draw a card. If someone draws 2 cards on their turn, you draw a card. If someone casts 2 spells, then you draw a card. The one that has plagiarized art on it. Whatever card that is, I own it because I bought the Nelly Borka precon. But now I can't use it because it's a game changer. And I only really want to play at like level 1, level 2. Trouble in pairs. Thank you, Dragonite. Dragonite, you're on it. You're on it. My favorite monster is the white one too. I have never had Monster. I think I've had 2 sips of Red Bull and that's it. That's like the only energy drink I've ever had. I'm kind of scared to try them. Has anyone ever been to like a Sonic or like a Dutch Bros, or I'm trying to think if there's another place that has it where it's a energy drink mixed with something else, like the ones at Sonic I think are called like Red Bull energy refreshers or something, and I'm wondering if like if I got one of those, would that be considered like a good representation of an energy drink, or are those like so different? Otherwise nobody would play it. I guess I don't see a lot of like competitive EDH, and I've been to like my local game store to play EDH like twice, and both times was like kind of shitty for different reasons. Like the first time I went there on like an empty day, so it was just me and this other guy, and so what happened is we were playing Commander 1v1, and it was so bad because my decks were like, this was before I really got into playing Commander, so they were number one absolute shit, and number two, they really do rely on like having other people there to kind of like soften the blow while I build up. They're definitely not like that fast. And I played against Giada, and I was like, the angels are kicking my ass so much faster than I can even like start going. And then the second time I went was one of those ones where we like all agree to play like our fun pet decks, and then someone comes in with like Jeweled Lotus, Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, and I'm just sitting there being like, well, that sucks. We're all playing like, we're all just chilling out, you know? And this guy is like, just brought his CEDH deck to front against casuals, and I was like, well, this sucks for a completely different reason. So I don't know if Trouble in Pairs was only used by Goldfish, or it was used in the wider world and they said it was like so much. Oh my god, so similar, Drago Knight, so similar. I try not to leave my house. You know what, Otterpool? I hope you choose not to leave your house because you don't like it and not because you're frightened. Because, to be honest, agoraphobia sounds fucking terrible. Sometimes I worried during the pandemic that I was becoming agoraphobic, and I was like, I should make sure that doesn't happen to me. Because I feel like that's one of those fears that like, once it like sets in, would be really hard to break. And then, but what really helped me, I think, keep my sanity was that I read this like great fan fiction where the main character was agoraphobic, and it made it like watching them recover from their agoraphobia in like a fictional way helped me kind of like process like how I could tell it was like becoming a little too like, I'm scared of looking outside the windows and everything. It's like agoraphobic is something autistic and I don't like people. Hey! So real. I feel like I just like don't, there's some like social conventions that I definitely wasn't like trained on, and so now it's just like really confusing. And then there's like all these rules that I'm trying to keep in my head, you know, when you're outside. It's tough, it's tough. But you know, like everything, it's like a skill, and I should work on it because I want to have kids and I need to make sure that they understand the rules at some point, I guess, in a weird way. What? What? Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. My social battery is like, you know, with every little, there are definitely some times where it's like extra worse, where it just feels like the social battery to like go outside to do things is like so depleted, like, and there's no way it'll ever pull up again. But you know, semi-recently, like, it's been okay. You know, I'm chilling like a villain. The battery depletes, but it's not that bad, you know? I haven't had, when I have weird interactions with the people anyone else feels this way. So I'm a person of habit. Like, I go to like the same restaurants like all the time. And I go so often and order the same thing that they start to recognize me. And because it's like a place where they like ask your name, you know, so they know your name or they recognize you. But the problem is like I don't know their name, and it weirds me out, this like disparity in information, because they're like, "Hi Ningsy," and I'm like, "Hey, you, the person who I chat with probably twice a week, whose face I recognize, but whose name I've never asked, / if I did ask, I totally forgot." And so I hate that. I hate when the restaurant people recognize me, because then I feel like I'm losing a game and I don't know how to fix it. But I was talking to someone else and they're like, "Yo, I love it when they like recognize me and know me," and I'm just like, I know, it's horrible. It's so awful. Sometimes when that happens, I like switch places because I'm like, please don't remember me. I need to go to a new place. But then I go to the new place too often and then they start recognizing me and then I'm like, God damn it. They don't have name tags on? No, they have no name tags. I also know it's like, I watch YouTube shorts where people who work in the restaurant industry hate wearing name tags and hate being like called out by name. And I would kind of hate that too, to be honest. I would hate if I was just wandering the world with a name tag on and then someone was like, "Hey Ningsy, can I get this?" And I'd be like, "Please don't say my name. I don't want us to have this interaction. Like, we're not close enough for you to know my name, you know?" It's crazy. It also really sucked when I had like a more, I would say I look I look more generic than I used to, because I used to have like really brightly colored hair and everything, which meant I was the weird girl who has like neon green hair, and so they'd be like, I recognize her, but now I don't have that. But I think I still think I'm like slightly recognizable, which sucks. I want to be so generic that I could be anyone. Give me the faceless mask, you know? Let no one know me. But yeah. And so I don't know how to navigate that. And that's why, and that is my story on why I don't like going outside. I hate being recognized. Strive to look like a character preset. I know. You know, the thing is I probably could. There is like a preset for Asian women. I feel like I could hit it, but that would involve growing my hair out, and I don't want to. Because I hate having long hair. But I think it's possible. I think it's possible to be the create a character preset. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any of those times, you know, those like memories that like haunt you? The ones that keep you up at night? I'm trying to think of, there is kind of one where I was like, I felt so bad that I didn't know this person's name, that we had the unequal thing, that I remember asking her for her name so I could be like, "Oh, you know, like I come here all the time. What's your name?" And then I learned her name, kind of forgot it, heard someone else, and then I did that thing where I didn't say her name. I just said, "Hey," until I heard one of her coworkers say her name, and then I was like, okay, right. I remember that now. And then I finally said it, and then she looked at me with an expression that haunts my nightmares, you know? And I feel so bad. I'm like, man, maybe I did break the social contract by asking for her name. Maybe I shouldn't have broken it. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. I should have just been the person who comes and always asks for a latte, you know? So yeah. But really, the ones that like really could have used the "how do you spell your name again?" and you never went to that place again. I went to that place. I was like, I really like this place. So, you know what? Fuck it. But I haven't gone in a long time. So, it probably did weigh on my soul enough that I stopped going. And she still works there! I went there like a couple days ago, and I saw her, and I was like, oh my god, I have no idea what her name is. I don't know if she recognizes me. It's been like 2 months. This is a busy place, and I just, oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. The thing is, like, I don't know if you could use the, like, how do you spell your name again if it's someone that you're, like, never writing to. It's only someone you talk to in, like, speech conversations, you know? I don't think I would ever need to write her name. I also think her name was, like, something, like, really generic, like Amy or, like, Jane or something, where it's like, nah, there's, like, one way to spell that. I guess Amy has two. It's, like, either AMI or AMY. I don't know if there's another way to spell Jane. So the moral of the story is to don't talk to strangers? Yeah! The moral of the story is to don't talk to strangers. I mean, the moral of the story is really, like, it wasn't that bad, to be honest. It was all good. Hi, Mugsy! Unless they have candy. So real. Ashley, you're so right. I wonder if there are more Ashleys than Ashleys at this point. I know I'm saying Ashley to, like, really emphasize that it's a E-I-G-H. But yeah, I wonder. Yeah, unless they have candy, you're so right. But to be honest, like, the one, like, that's like a low nightmare. That's like that's honestly, like, I kind of had to go deep for that one. The one that really haunts me are my fuck-ups when doing lighting for stage productions. Like, there was, oh my god, it sucks so hard. So, we'll start with the youngest one. You know, let's just, if I say it out loud, maybe I'll take away its power from me, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll associate it with doing these level 3s correctly, and then we'll be, like, so good. Let me just get one down correctly. I think I haven't done one in, like, forever. Jesus. See, look, we actually have it. We actually have it. We're, like, sick with it. Oh, fuck, it's not this. I have it on the other side, and I don't have it on this side. Is this the side I'm worse on, is really the question. I thought this was the side I was better on. No, wait, it's definitely the side I'm worse on, because I realized I have to do ring finger, middle finger, instead of middle finger, index finger, which is a lot harder. Okay. So the one from when I was younger is, as I said before, I was put on lighting because I looked like the previous person who was good at lighting, and they're like, oh, I bet you would like this. I fucking hated it. But at the end of the show, there's this thing that needs to happen where, okay. So essentially for lighting in high school, I don't know if this is what happens in, like, middle school. You could always do SOCD black magic. I have no idea what that is. Optimized. But in high school, and I don't know if this is, like, in middle school as well, when you're operating the lights, essentially, like, during the rehearsals, you set up the lights and you just have it, like, in a computer, and it's like lighting 1, lighting 2, lighting 3, lighting 4, and essentially you just press a go button every single time, like, and what happens is you make all the lights, you make all the light settings, and then there's someone in the booth, the, like, head assistant manager, who's going through the script, and they talk to the other, like, the sub-head assistant managers who are on stage, but they usually stay with the lighting operator staring at the stage so they can see everything in, like, a special secret room. And so they essentially are cueing you for, like, lights and sound and everything, and they'll go, like, and go, and then you just press a button. So my job is literally just press a button. Easiest thing in the planet. Anyway, I fucked up pressing the button. I fucked up pressing the button so hard it actually sucked. Because what happens is, it's like, it's the very end. It's the very end of the thing, which especially is the worst. Because if it was in the middle, right, no one would notice the fuck up. But it was at the end. It's at the very end. It's when they're doing their big bows, you know, when they're being like clap, 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 clap. Everyone's standing ovationing for them, you know. It's like, oh my god, they're so great. And in the middle of the like cheering clapping section, I press the go button and it turns off all the lights, and then everyone's screaming like, what the fuck, what the fuck? So I have to quickly go back. So what happens is, it's just like, yay, and then instant darkness, and then instant brightness again, and it was so bad. It was so bad. It haunts my nightmares. It haunts my nightmares. Button pressing is hard. I know that from playing Street Fighter. Thank you, thank you. I had one job, and I fucked it up horribly. And I think it was like the final show too. Like, I think I had done it right for every single show up until the last one. Because usually there's a Friday show, there's a Saturday afternoon, and then there's a Saturday night. And I think I had done it right for every previous iteration, and then the last time I must have been like, I'm on top of the world. I've never fucked up in my life. And then, ba-bam! Darkness, lightness, and it was like, oh my god. And it was like the biggest show because it's like the spring musical is bigger than the fall musical, and I think it was the spring musical, and I'm just like, okay, and that's the nightmare that haunts my dreams. Actually, but that one faded because then I had a second lighting incident in college where they put me on Spotlight, which is like, which is this very fun machine. I'm not gonna lie. Being on the spot is like pretty sick. Essentially, you have this like big thing on a stand in front of you, and then what happens is you practice for like the week leading up to the show of like, where is your sight line? Fixed spotlight or tracking? It's tracking. So this big thing, you spend the week practicing that you find a good sightline, and then you always aim there, and so that way when you turn when you undo the spotlight to turn it on, it's like correctly aimed where you need it to be, where you cut them off at the knees, and then it's like their head is maybe like slightly above center, essentially, and then you kind of just like follow them. The tracking is not that bad. It's gonna get a little weird, but like in college they don't really care. All they really care about is that like you correctly open it around the correct spot. So that's super fun. Anyway, god, guys, this one kills me. So they're like, guys, you know what? This is like our fun, I think it was Halloween. Hi, Nancy Typer, I think it was Halloween. So they're like, let's do a fun Halloween version. Like, go crazy with the spotlights, you know? Put fun, like, gobos and color filters on them. And I'm like, please, God, don't do this to me. I am not creative. I have no idea what good lighting looks like. I signed up to be a spotlighter because I was like, oh, I did this in high school, and I was like, fine at it. It's pretty chill. I got you. I'm happy to do this. But they're like, oh, be creative. Use fun filter. The person next to me, so there are two spotlights. So the person next to me is like pretty decent at like guessing what a good color is. Anyway, there's this love song that happens. This beautiful love song. Beautiful. Absolutely incredible. And so my brain is like, oh, you know what would go good with this love song? Red, you know, red for love. But just like in Tumblr, where they're like, you know what would be good for a children's hospital? This red streak through the thing. You know, red represents life and love. Yeah, no, it looks like blood. It looks like blood. During a love song, I covered this wonderful actor in blood red lights, and maybe like, I was like, that doesn't look right. And then 10 seconds reason, I'm hearing through my headset, everyone's like, why the fuck is this red? It needs to be pink. This looks fucked up. And I'm just like, well, I don't know where a good time to fix it is. It was like, oh, I remember in the song there's like a good transition. And I was like, oh, we'll get to there. But then everyone's yelling at me because it's not correct. So then I'm just like screaming internally, and then I just changed it to pink, and it was horrible. It was horrible. That one lives in my head. I think because it was like his senior show, and I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate everything. Okay, now that I trauma dumped on you by explaining to you my lighting woes, and I don't think I really nailed this. Oh, they wanted creativity, they got creativity. Exactly. I gave them what they wanted. I gave them what the people wanted. And it was the Addams Family. So, you know, it was only right that it should be like blood red, right? 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 Oh. Okay. But everyone, it is sadly time for me to go. I must leave slightly early. I shall drop you guys off at, you know, let's go to zFiesty. We're playing Street Fighter. They're playing Street Fighter. Always good. And that way you can see, oh, she's playing, wait, is she playing Sea Viper? No, she's playing Kimberly. Perfect. We love Kimberly. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for chatting with me as I tried my best to do these. I think I kind of got, I like can see that the problem is I'm doing my second quarter circle way too fast. But yeah, I'm wishing everyone a good night. I will see you tomorrow at this time. I forget what's on the schedule. Let me just type schedule here and then I can look to see what it is. Which is Hades, because I love Hades. So it'll be Hades, and then we'll do You'll Be Better Next Time. Yeah. I just need to go a little slower. And maybe I'll focus more, because I can do it when I'm not talking, and then when I was talking, it just like the muscle memory isn't there. Okay, but goodbye everyone. I will see you soon. Goodbye.